Hi, I am Nicole Piemonte, and I graduated from the Master's in Communication Studies from ASU West in December of 2010. And there I got such great mentorship from professors like Dr. Ramsey, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Kelly, Dr. Cassing, just to name a few. I had the opportunity to work really closely with Dr. Carla Fisher, who is now in Florida, but she was a new faculty at the time studying health communication, in particular mother daughter communication and cancer. The summer between my first and second year in the master's program, my mom, who I'd been taking care of, who had ovarian cancer, she died that summer. While that was a really hard experience, I was able to apply some of my own experience to what I had been thinking through in the program. So eventually, I wrote a master's thesis that really looked at the dynamics, the communication dynamics that happen in a family, particularly when a young or emerging adult is taking care of a dying parent. After I finished and defended the thesis, I went on, under the encouragement of my professors, I went on to get my PhD. I got my PhD in medical humanities from the University of Texas at their medical school in Galveston. And there I was able to really apply a lot of the philosophy I'd been studying with Dr. Ramsey and apply it to medicine and medical education to really look at vulnerability in medicine and how we tend to avoid vulnerability in medical training and in medical practice, which can result in avoiding those really difficult end of life conversations that need to be happening in the clinical space. I spent 4 years in Texas. When I finished my PhD, I actually went back to ASU and I completed a postdoc at the Lincoln Center for Applied Ethics on the Tempe campus. That gave me the opportunity to turn my dissertation into a book that I published with the MIT Press, which was such a great opportunity. And I had the chance to go back to the West Campus and teach for a semester at Barrett the Honors College and create some medical humanities courses for undergrads, specifically those that were interested in going to medical school. After a year at ASU, I took a position at Creighton University School of Medicine. They have a Phoenix regional campus. Their main campus is in Omaha, Nebraska, but they opened a medical school here. And I took a position as an assistant professor and an academic success consultant. So at the time, I was helping support medical students academically, emotionally, psychologically, as they make their way through medical school. So I did that for a couple of years, and then now I've been there for about 5 years, and now I am the assistant dean for student affairs, which is kind of my dream job, getting to take care of medical students. And they asked me to develop all of the medical humanities curriculum. So at Creighton, the medical students spend 4 years required medical humanities and medical ethics, and that's been such a really cool experience getting to do that. We're kind of on the cutting edge of medical humanities at Creighton. And then they asked me to develop a master's in medical humanities. So I developed that, and I am the co-program director. I'm actually teaching tonight. So I know that all of this would not have been possible without the work that I did in the master's program and the mentoring that I received. I began my work there really looking at end of life, and I just published my second book looking at death and dying and end of life conversations. That we still have work to do when it comes to getting clinicians to have those kinds of conversations. And I know that all of this started with my work in the master's program. I'm forever grateful for that experience, for the friendships that I still have with my professors. And my advice to you would be to be fully present in the program. Really engage with it. Don't see it as a means to an end to get a degree. When I was there, my friends and I took opportunities to do research outside of the classroom, engage in projects with our professors beyond what we were just doing for coursework. I know that this program can be totally transformative if you let it, and I hope that that is the experience that you have.